This is the movie news, as brought to you by me, Generally Nerdy, right here on the channel, Generally Nerdy, of whatever platform you might be watching on, probably YouTube. If you want to see the entire episode, the full news show, then follow the top link in the description, again, assuming you're on YouTube. Or if you are not, then check out youtube.com/generallynerdy, generallynerdy.net. Those are places to go do the thing. Let's get into the news before I lose my breath. Next, we have movies, but before we get into movies, I'm just going to remind you, generallynerdy.net is the website. You can find merch on the website. Mostly it's just t-shirts. We do have some masks, and what with, people being a little crazy about the coof again these days, then you might want to get your hands on a new mask. I have my Yoda Pool mask up on the Teespring store, so go check that out. Again, generallynerdy.net. There's a tab across the top of the website that says General Stores. That is where you can go get your Generally Nerdy merch. That being said, let's get into movies. We have, in follow-ups and corrections for the movie section, we have Disney playing some shell game with the release dates of their movies. So we're just going to go through this really quick. First and foremost, Indiana Jones 5 was previously supposed to come out July 29th of 2022. It has been pushed back to 2023, so a year, June 30th of 2023. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness has been pushed from March 25th, 2022 to May 6th of 2022. Thor, Love and Thunder was going to come out May 8th of 22 and is now July 8th of 22. Black Panther has been pushed back quite a ways as well, July 8th to November 11th of 22. Marvel's is going from November of 22 to February of 23. Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be July 28th of 23, up from February 7th of 23, or 17th rather of 23. I apologize. And then there's been a number of the untitled or just the slots that were supposed to be for X, Y, or Z have been kind of shuffled around too. Untitled Marvel movie that was supposed to come out November 10th of 23 has been pushed up a week to the 3rd of 23. But we have no idea what that movie was going to be. Again, there's a number of other ones there. The only reason I left that in the notes is because, we had to address that some of those other unspoken titles have been shuffled around too, but that's all behind the scenes play, so it doesn't really concern us. So that's our first follow-up. Our next one is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated movie that is going to be helmed by Seth Rogen. That movie just got a subtitle, I guess you would call it. It's going to be called Chapter, which implies they're going to acknowledge something previously. Is it going to be the Michael Bay Turtles? Is it going to be the last animated movie that came out in like 2010 or 8 or whatever it was? Is it going to be the original trilogy? Who knows at this point? It doesn't seem that any of those things are very likely, considering the last teaser image we got seemed to put the Turtles at the age of being in high school, so very strange. But yeah, it also has a quasi-tentative release date, and that is sometime in 2023, which we kind of already knew. That was the tentative release time-ish, but now they've officially announced 23, so that means they're starting to narrow down the release window, which is always a good. And then our final follow-up is kind of technically a moving around of a release date, though it's only moving a day, and it's next week that it's happening. So Dune is going to be releasing on HBO Max a day early. Though that's kind of to be expected considering the reasoning behind it, because the HBO Max plan is that they're going to be releasing the movies the same day on Max as they do in theaters. Well, if you know anything about the release of movies, then you know that the preview day is always Thursday. So they count Thursday as part of Friday when they're talking about the box office sales. That being said, they're also going to be doing that for HBO Max. So if you were planning on not going to the theater for Dune, shame on you. I'm going to Dune and I don't even have a car to get there. So what's your excuse? But if you were planning on watching Dune at home, opening weekend, then you can watch it just like all your friends who are being good little nerds and going out and seeing it in the theater. You can also watch yours on the 21st instead of the 22nd. All right, so that brings us to trailers, which means reaction, review time thing, short thing, stuff, micro reaction. There you go. So, first micro reaction has nothing to do with DC fandom. This is a new Denzel Washington movie. It is called The Tragedy of Macbeth. This looks amazing. Not gonna lie, the trailer is very interesting in that it looks like they're putting the art and the words on the page written by Shakespeare in the same echelon of importance. So the cinematography is beautiful. And also it's this very strange feeling that it is somehow still a stage play in spite of it being a movie. Just this trailer, I found out this movie existed because this trailer came up in my videos on YouTube just like a day after it released or something. And yeah, I'm on board with this movie. It is coming to Apple TV+. The release date is December 25th, though that release date is the theatrical release date. January 14th is when it hit Apple TV+, so approximately 2 weeks later. 3 weeks later, I apologize. Now we're going to jump into DC fandom. Our first DC fandom trailer is The Flash. This Flashpoint movie finally dropped a teaser. Even though Ezra Miller said they don't have enough filmed to make a teaser, and then somehow we got a teaser. Very interesting. Anyway, so reaction to the teaser, effective. We're gonna say that. I really dig the Michael Keaton voiceover. I love that. I think that is definitely setting up something, and it's giving the rumor mill a lot to work with. We're not going to be covering any of those rumors because I don't think any of those rumors have any legs to walk on just yet. But probably in the next video, we will be talking about rumors about The Flash because of this trailer. But whoa, you need to watch this. We have 2 Flashes in the trailer. We have Supergirl, so presumably all 3 of them are from different universes. Which one is from the universe that Michael Keaton inhabits? Who knows at this point? We do have the reveal of an answer that we were asked on Batman Day, where we saw a Batman chest piece covered with Flash spray paint, and people were saying, oh wow, is the Red Death going to be in this Flashpoint movie? No! We have a version of the Flash who apparently is from a universe where Batman dies, and so he inherits the Batman suit, though it should also be noted that this Batman suit that he has spray painted, and you see him spray painting the boots, does resemble very closely the Batman 89 Batman suit. So a lot of questions here and not a lot of answers, just like a teaser trailer should. And yes, suggest you watch it if you haven't already, because you must. You simply must. Our next trailer is Black Adam. Technically not a trailer, just a snippet of a scene from the movie. That scene shows us our first quasi-reveal of Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. Yeah, this one does a little bit less for me. Even though we see Black Adam kill a guy, that's right, kill a guy, it still feels... It feels very CGI for whatever reason. I know that is Dwayne Johnson in that suit. I know that they probably did some CGI to the suit, but they didn't have to do much. But the CGI feels dirty. It does not feel complete, and I feel like that kind of removes you very quickly from this teaser. As far as its effectiveness, not really doing a whole lot more than the really weird thing we got last year with the animated scenes and such. So, yeah, still kind of... This could be great. I don't know if it's going to be based off of this trailer. Kind of the opposite of that Flash teaser. So, and then our final DC fandom trailer reaction is for The Batman. The new The Batman trailer is... is doing a lot of fantastic things. I do have one gripe, and that one gripe is maybe my belief that Robert Pattinson is going to be a decent Batman is unfounded, because his delivery of that the screamy line where he punches the glass and he's talking to Riddler on the other side of the glass because Riddler's in jail, that all felt very wrong. Not necessarily the content, but the delivery from Pattinson felt broken. By and large, though, this is doing a lot to ease worries as far as Pattinson's ability to play the Bat, because we see him get very physical in this. We also get a lot more of Oswald Cobblepot. I'm excited. This is doing its job for the movie as far as getting you more excited for the movie, but it's bringing up some questions as far as Pattinson specifically is concerned. So we're going to leave it at that. And then our final piece of news, while still DC live action movie news, it is not from the DC fandom. It's just a fun one that I wanted to go out on, and that is Batman Ninja live action is getting an adaptation, but not a live action movie. This is going to be a play done in a theater in Japan. It's just too wonky to not mention. It looks pretty great. You should go check out the pictures. There's a website. If you happen to be going to Japan, I believe you can get tickets from the website. But yeah, either way, worth a look. Go check it out. That's what we got for movies. And that is all of the movie news that is worth talking about as far as the nerd sphere is concerned. If you want to see all of the other sections, again, top link in the description, generallynerdy.net, youtube.com/generallynerdy, patreon.com/generallynerdy, all of the wonderful places. Thank you for joining me again, nerds. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.